Good morning, everybody. Nice and early this morning. We're on our way to Hillbrow, like we promised. I got the ugly bastards with me. So, it just got a thought into my mind, just a message for this morning. A friend of mine who was a very wealthy businessman who I met in Hillbrow when we were both young and handsome, who passed away from COVID a couple years back, always said this to me, be careful whose backside you kick on the way going up, because it might be the same backside you're going to have to kiss when you come back down. And, it's just got me to thinking about what's happening here today. I'm going into Hillbrow and I'm meeting up with a couple of guys that were in the Hillbrow crime unit with me. And, it's 30 years later, and when I speak to these people on the phone, it's like we haven't skipped a beat since years and years ago, So, be aware of the connections you make when you're young. Be aware of the people that you're involved with when you're young, because you never know, in the future your paths might cross again where you can assist one another going forward, These guys in a completely different field to me. They're in the security field. But without them, I don't think today would have been possible, because they run the security in just about all the security in Hillbrow. They run a company called Bad Boys Security. So that's the message for today. Off to Hillbrow we go to film some stuff. It'll take a couple of days for us to edit and put it back together, but I think it's going to be something to see. And I haven't been into Hillbrow at this level since I was an addict. I think the last time I used drugs there was, 2005, 2006. After that it just became, even for myself, too scary to go there. But even as an addict, too scary to go there. I found easier places to score. So that's it. Back to the bra. I said to my wife this morning, hey, I'm going home. She says, be careful what you say. You might be speaking it into existence. I said, no, I'm not scared of Hillbrow. It was my home for a big portion of my life. But off we go. Wish us luck. Give us a prayer there. God bless. Cheers.